Hello, welcome. This is Neil from writinghorses.com. Hope you're all well. It's Thursday, the 1st of February, and as I speak, time is 12:40 p.m. Now, you may well have come across an email in your inbox earlier on this afternoon concerning the YouTube channel, which is completely free to subscribe. Please go and subscribe now if you haven't already done so, and you can get alerts when we've got new content uploaded onto the channel. Very well worth being part of the Writing Horses community. If not, you're a member of our actual service. You can still obviously gauge a rough idea of what we're all about via the YouTube channel and the videos that are uploaded. Now, we've just come through the back end, of course, of 2023. We've been working extremely hard behind the scenes, and more things will be coming to the fore as you see moving forwards. And one of the things we want to do is, as I say, broaden our community on social media, be it on Twitter and via our YouTube channel. So if you've got friends and family that would be interested in this sort of thing, maybe they've just become disheartened with tipsters, as it were, and they want some horse ratings and data and algorithms, that's the sort of thing, then tell them to come over to us on the Writing Horses YouTube channel and come and give us a follow and subscribe. We'll be uploading daily content 2 or 3 times hopefully throughout each week, and I think it's been a couple of months due to illness and things going on. I've not been able to upload as much content as I would, but we got through that now, and we are aiming to, as I say, upload a number of videos each week from now on. And in an ideal world, I'd like to upload a video each day throughout the Cheltenham Festival that of course will soon be upon us. Right, without further ado, I'm going to quickly show you how I personally go through the ratings. I don't want to keep this video too long today because I've got more pressing matters that I want to go through on the YouTube channel in the coming days and weeks. So I just briefly want to go through how I personally use the daily spreadsheets. Of course, there's a vast number of races each day. Today, in truth, is fairly quiet. Chelmsford, Ffos Las and Wincanton on the go, just the 3 meetings. I'm not a great fan of Chelmsford, so I'm going to give that a miss. As I say, time is now 12:43, so I'm going to look at some of the latter races, see if we can find. If you can hear any weird noises in the background, by the way, it's just my elderly dog having a drink of water. Believe it or not, that's what that sound is. Good grief. Anyway, let's move on. Ideally looking for an each way bet. So I want to look for latter races so people have got a chance to open this email and watch the video. Grade 5 there. Grade 4. Good grief, somebody's thirsty. I'm going to go. Let's go for this one. The 4 o'clock at Ffos Las. Now I'm just going to make a note of the time. And when you're going through a race, what I do is, obviously there's a number of horses that haven't got really any sort of realistic chance, so it's all about trying to narrow down the field. Of course, if you're only concentrating on 1, 2 or 3 races a day, then you can delve a lot deeper, but I like to probably go and look at 7 or 8 races, if not more. So I don't want a very lengthy process. I want to try and narrow down the field as quickly as possible, then see the final port of call to see if my last 2 or 3 horses are any sort of value. So without further ado, let's have a look at this 4 o'clock at Ffos Las race. Now, first of all, you'll see that this one horse here, the top rated Boston Joe, is actually green highlighted. Now, if you're a platinum member, you know all about these selections. If you're not a member, or your Access Bronze or Silver memberships, then you will not see these green highlighted horses before. Basically, this is an angle that we have found where, using an algorithm and software that's been built, these horses are highlighted when past races have shown that our top rated have been successful and profitable the most. So you will see scrolling up and down, there's another one there. So specific races that have performed well in the past, and those horses are top rated, those are highlighted, and those made significant profits last year. So what I'm going to do is concentrate on the main elements of the spreadsheet data, and this is the main rating. The R1 and R2, of course, is the total is the two ratings added together. The ratings are culminated with literally hundreds of different criteria, and I'll be using the OFS strategy algorithm, ranking, recent form, speed. Power ratings are a great tool. Also look at official ratings, see if the horse is performing, going up in the weights or going down. And we've also got the lifetime stats, some 14-day stats, so an awful lot to get through. I'm going to get rid of the bottom one, very poorly rated, hasn't run for 282 days, had no form at all previous. Same for That's a Dazzler, Leading Way, Ikarat, and also, well, I'm going to dismiss the bottom four, and what you can do is just highlight these if you want, and you can always go back to the previous colours if you want. So that's highlighted, we don't want those. Okay, so let's have a look at Boston Joe. Ran just under 3 weeks ago, has a decent form, third last time out, is a course and distance winner, well clear on the ratings, second on our algorithm, good horse form and trainer form. Speed rank is fourth. Is also the top power rating horse, and is 23 clear of second rated, so that is quite significant. We can see that Boston Joe was off a mark of 99 last time out, is now off £2 lower, 97. Has been running off a mark of 100. As you can see, it won 4 runs ago, which would be a mark of 89, and then was put up whopping £8 for that, come second, and then it was put up another £3, come fifth, dropped £1, come third. So you could say it's been given a chance again today. The last time it was off this mark, it came second, so not without a chance today. Lifetime horse stats, 1 from 5 at the course, 3 from 8 at the distance. Hasn't won over today's heavy ground in the past, which is a negative. Trainer is in form, 2 wins from 3 in the last 14 days, and jockey has a 70% strike rate as well. So Boston Joe, of course, is going to go on to the short list, but heavy today's ground never ran on before, which is a negative, but everything is pretty much a positive. Templar, second rated horse, also a course and distance winner, hasn't been on the track for 2 months. 3 on the OF algorithm, 3rd on the speed, 2nd power rated horse. We can see that Templar is off the same mark as last run, and he was put up £7 for that win 2 runs ago. 98, highest ever winning mark before is 91. So I would presume that was from that one win 2 runs ago. So he's up £7. It's been off the track, so it could be fresh. And the good thing is he's got 2 from 5 on today's ground of heavy. Course form 1 from 3, distance 4 from 20. So although there's a negative there of it being off a higher mark today than it's ever won off before, I don't think we can dismiss that simply because we just make a note, simply because it's got great course and distance form, and won over the course and on today's ground. Just put weight as a negative for that one. Okay, no quarter asked, pulled up last time out, is a course winner, 5th on the algorithm but has a negative rating, 4th on the power rating, is off £10 lower mark than it was last time out. Previously come second twice off marks of 79 and 84, is off 79 today. So that does look promising. 1 from 6 at the course, 0 from 11 on the distance, and 0 from 6 on the going. So that's enough. Although it's being handicapped, you could argue it's been giving this horse a chance today. It has no form at today's distance or going. Gambitiep, distance winner. On the power rating is quite low, 6th, 4th on the algorithm, off a mark of 98 today, 99 last time out. Previous to that was off a mark of 94 and 1, and 2 runs before that was off a mark of 88 and 1, unseated in between. So as one off marks of 88 and 94, he's off a mark of 98 today, and when lately it's been on that high mark, hasn't really been performing. Has never ran at the course today, does like the ground, 1 from 2, and has won at the distance before. So we can see there's little negatives amongst all of these at the moment, really. 99 is off a mark of 98, has won off a mark of 94 before, so I'm going to leave that one off, I think. Do you know what I mean? Top weighted horse, 1st on the algorithm, 3rd on the power rating, hasn't been on the course for nearly 2 months. Off a mark of 100 today, £3 lower than last time. Off a mark of 105 and finished 3rd. 109. So has been dropping down the weights from 109, has been performing 2nd and 4th. Last time out 103, come 5th. So again, you could argue that this horse has been given a chance, but has never never run at the course before, not from 0, not from 6 on the distance, not from 3 on the going, so we'll dismiss that as again. Ballymagee has got a featherweight today, 6 on the OF, negative rating, 6 on the speed, 4th on the power rating, off a mark of 82 today, has been dropped £4 from its last run when it come 5th. Previous to that, marks of 89 and 88, finishing 3rd. So he's £7 lower today than those 2 runs where he both finished 3rd. So you could argue again the handicap has given this one a chance. It's got a bit of a featherweight today, which is always ideal on heavy ground. 0 from 1 on the course, 0 from 4 on the distance, and has never ran over the going before. Now, you could argue that's going to be a negative, and of course it is, because there's not much data to go on there. However, I would much rather excuse me, have a horse that has never run over heavy ground, so we're unaware of how it's going to act, than a horse that has run on heavy ground multiple times, 5, 6, 7 times, and hasn't won. And what I would say to that is, if the trainer thinks it's not going to act on the ground, it will obviously pull the horse out. It should be fairly fresh. It's not coming back from a prep run, so many sort of layoff, sorry. So there's a chance that this could come into the equation. Finally, I'm going to look at Ffos, 4th last time out, distance winner. Not great data and a very negative score on the OF. Algorithm has been dropping down the weights, 409 all the way down to 98. He's on 90 off 94 today. So is literally £15 lower than 6 runs ago. 0 from 1 at the course, 1 from 5 at the distance, 1 from 1 on the going. So, trainer 30% strike rate, jockey no wins from 16. Okay, I'm going to make a note of Ffos as well. So from those, I have got 4 horses in my now that the fill down to 4. Boston Joe and Templar, Ballymiggy and Ffos, which I think could both be given a good chance by the handicapper here. We know that Ballymiggy, oops, excuse me, what have I done here? Let me just go back to 100% on. There we go. Ballymiggy, yeah, no runs on the course. Now, I haven't looked at this race before. I don't know if there's any non-runners in this race. I'm going to go over to Odds Checker in a moment and see what sort of prices we've got. I would argue that Ballymiggy has been given a good chance by the handicapper here. Has done decent with 4th and 3rd and 3rd on higher weights recently. If the trainer doesn't think this horse is going to act on the ground, I would suggest it's going to be a non-runner. If not, I think that's probably a little bit of a positive. Ffos, just bear with me, my computer's just having a go slow there. Ffos hasn't got great form, and that is a big negative there with a negative OF algorithm, but has really dropped down the weights of late. Finished 4th last time out off a mark of 98. He's now off a mark of 94. But this is the key here. Has won at the distance, and it's only effort on heavy ground. It's won. So I'm quite keen to see what sort of prices we can get on these two. These two obviously looks like they could be towards the head of the market, but are they going to offer value? Now, my final port of call. Well, I'm just going to double check here again. Boston Joe off a mark of 99 last time out is now 97. I always like horses when they've been dropped in weights. Templar 98 is the same. Ballymiggy 86 now off 82, and Ffos 98 now off 94. All 4 had had fairly recent runs. Obviously that's been 2 months, but that's fairly recent on national hunt sort of terms. Now I'm going to look at these 2 columns here, AB and AC. Now, let me just make a few notes. So, forecast, hour, live. Okay, so on my piece of paper, I've written 3 columns: forecast odds, hour odds column, and I'm going to also put live odds column. Now, if you're unaware what these columns are, or you're not a member, when the ratings are collated, when the software puts all together all the information, this is the evening before racing. This is usually around 6:30, 7 o'clock the evening before racing. Now, the forecast column is the price the horse was on average from all the bookmakers. That's the price the horse was when the ratings were collated on the evening as the software was getting to work. So Boston Joe was 9-2, Templar 7-2, Ballymagee 10-1, and Ffos 7-1. So I'm just going to quickly make a note: 9-2, 7-2, 10-1, and 7-1. Now the next column, our odds, again is another piece of software that works within. It's an algorithm really that works within the software, and this collates all the information that's in the in the spreadsheet that you see in front of you, no matter what it is: the rating, the pass form, trainer form, the algorithms, course and distance, course winners. All the information within this race is collated, and it gives us what we believe the true price is for that horse. Okay, so as you can see, our odds suggest that Boston Joe to be considered as a potential pick, the horse should be giving odds of around 3-1. Now, of course, that says 3.98 because that's decimal. Templar should be around 5-1. Ballymagee should be around 11-2, and Ffos should be about 27-1. So that's what our software believes those horses should be priced for us to be giving value. Now, of course, last night when the ratings were collated, Ffos, we believe, our software believes this horse should be 27-1, and it was 7-1. Okay, so really that is a big negative because it's offering us no value at all. And regular members will tell you I bang the drum so hard that you must always try and get that edge on the bookmaker by getting horses that are offering value. Okay, and of course Ffos, according to our software, definitely isn't. Now I'm going to go over to Odds Checker and check the actual live odds and see if there's been any movements in the since the forecast prices last night. So it's the 4 o'clock of Ffos Las. 4 o'clock of Ffos Las. Okay. That's not come up yet, has it? No, still. My computer's on a go slow. Here we go. Okay, interesting. So Ffos has been backed 7-2. Ballymagee best price 13-2. Boston Joe best price 9-2. And Templar best price 7-1. If you're not used to Odds Checker, the pink boxes are telling you the horses are drifting, and the blue boxes are telling you the horses are being backed in. Now I want to go back to the spreadsheet. So starting from top to bottom, Boston Joe got 4 on the short list. When the ratings were collated last night, this horse was available at 9-2. The price for this horse is at the moment 9-2, best price 9-2. Okay, our odds suggest for this horse to be offering any sort of value, it needs to be around 3-1. So according to our software, this horse is offering value at 9-2. Okay, Templar, last night when the ratings were collated, it was priced at 7-2. This horse is now available at 7-1, so it's drifted. Okay, our odds suggest for this horse to be considered, we're looking for a horse price to be about 5-1. So it is offering us value, but obviously the concern is it's virtually doubled in price. Well, it has doubled in price since last night, from 7-2 to 7-1. Now, is that a negative because of the heavy ground? It could possibly be. The positive, of course, is it's giving us value. Last night it wasn't offering us value. Today it certainly is, but it's that doubling in price which is a negative. Ballymagee, forecast price last night 10-1. Live odds are 13 to 2. So this horse has been backed. Now, of course, that's a positive because that means there's a bit of money behind the horse. It's fancied maybe by connections, or maybe other punters have seen something in it like we have. For us to consider this selection, software is saying this horse should be around, I do apologise, I put 11 to 2, didn't I? It should be 13 to 2. So the current odds are exactly what our software suggests this horse should be. We should be looking, only considering this horse if it's around 13 to 2, and it is 13 to 2 as we speak. And it has been backed from last night's forecast of 10 to 1. And finally, Ffos was available at 7 to 1 yesterday. We can see there, 8 there, 7 to 1. And it's been backed throughout the day and is now halved in price, is now 7 to 2. But our software suggests for this horse to be offering value, we should be looking at double figures, 25, 26, 27 to 1. So you could argue you've probably missed the boat there. Okay, because this horse has halved in price, but never has this horse been offering us any sort of value. So that pretty much boils down to two horses, Boston Joe and Ballymagee. Both are giving us value. And it depends on if you wanted to back one or two horses. Now, I'm the one, I like to go for value. Boston Joe available 9 to 2 last night. It's 9 to 2 now. Ballymagee, forecast price last night 10 to 1, has gone into 13 to 2. But our software suggests that 13 to 2 is a good price. So will I be backing both? I think I'm just going to back the one, and my suggestion would be for Ballymagee. And let's just run through this again. Decent form, has been there or thereabouts, third and fifth. It's been off the track just over a month. It's got a featherweight. That's the key here on heavy ground. A little bit of a negative there with the OF. Speed is 6th, 4th on the power rating, so that's decent enough. Has gone up in the weights and then down the weights. So those three runs there, the last three runs finishing third and fifth, have been off marks of 89, 88 and 86. He's off 82 today. 0 from 1 on the course, so not a lot to go on there. 0 from 4 from the distance, again, so that's not great. 0 from 0 on the going, we don't know nothing about it. But because this horse has been back from 10s into 13s to 2, you know, maybe this horse doesn't particularly mind the softer, heavy going. The trainer is in form. So for me, I'm happy to take this on as a small each way bet. So that's how I've used the ratings. Okay. 4 o'clock at Ffos Las, Ballymagee, each way at 13 to 2. And we've got just under 3 hours before we'll see if we've broken down that race and those competitors correctly, and see if we found a little bit of value. Of course, nothing's safe in this in horse racing. Anything could happen. And of course, one of these horses that we dismissed earlier could well go and win it. Heavy ground, horses don't tend to run on heavy ground very often, so you do tend to get some weird and wonderful results. But hopefully Ballymagee is the one, and it's going to give us a good run for our money, and hopefully finish in the frame at least, so we get a little bit of a return back. And we'll see how we go. Let me know by email, or you can comment on the YouTube channel. when you subscribed, and let me know if you think I'm onto something or you're really serious on something else. I'd love to hear from you. Now, as I say, this on the YouTube channel, we're going to start uploading numerous videos per week on the build up to Cheltenham, so please come and subscribe. And well, we'll leave it there, and whatever you're on today, the very best of fortune, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Take care. Goodbye.